when you do that, you look like some big ape or something.
Stop that! Stop this! That's not like it! That's beautiful! That's what the body's supposed to look like! I'm not gonna say it so you can laugh at me.
He shook her. He shook the woman to death. How? Hey, thanks for clicking on the video. It's much appreciated. I really appreciate all the support that I'm seeing from both people that I know and people that I don't know. It's really motivating to see that. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing here. And today we'll be talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I can't think of anyone that doesn't know who this guy is. You could probably go up to an igloo in Canada, up here in Canada, and people will still know who this person is. They know who the Terminator is. What can I say? I mean, my last video that I did was about Stallone and how much he influenced me in my life. I gotta admit, Arnold Schwarzenegger did not influence me as much in my life. I love his movies still. I thought they were great fun. But what can I say? Like Arnold Schwarzenegger's movies, I mean, come on, they're known. They're renowned for their great dialogue and well-written scripts.
Fuck you, asshole.
Fuck you, asshole.
So, having cleared that out of the way now, for those who don't know, this segment is the best, worst, and most underrated work. It's kind of self-explanatory, so I'm going to go ahead and dive in to what I think is some of his best, worst, and most underrated work. Everyone knows his movies, so I would expect this to be not too much of a surprise. Hopefully the underrated catches people off guard and it'll expose you to something that you've never seen. But for the best and the worst, I think we've all seen it. It's just a matter of opinion now. And my opinion is by no means the end-all, be-all. It's just my opinion. So if you guys disagree with me, let me know in the comments. If you agree with me, go ahead and leave a like. Let's get right into it. So, my favorite movie from Arnold, and what I think is his best movie, is The Last Action Hero. Without a doubt, in my opinion. And this is not because of his acting chops, obviously. This was actually really tough to do because when you do the best, worst, and most underrated for an actor, you can tell that most of the time they're just being themselves on camera, or they have their mannerisms that they transpose from movie to movie to movie, and you just keep seeing the same things over and over. And with Arnold, that is aggressive. So, but the thing I like about The Last Action Hero was that it was a movie that wasn't afraid to take the niche that Arnold was in and just poke fun at it, just nonstop, and just point out the foolishness and the shortcomings of that type of movie in that time also, you know. This movie came out in 93, and it was making fun of all the action movies of the 80s and the 90s and how ridiculous it was. For those that for any reason don't know this movie, it's a story about a young boy who gets a magic ticket and is transported into the world of his favorite action movie star, which is Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie. And he's trying to point out to the character in the movie that, hey, you're in a movie, you're not in real life. And then they get dragged back into the real world, and there's actual consequences to the things that you do in the real world. And it's really funny, and there's some great jabs in there between Stallone and Arnold. There's also some great cameos in this movie.
Jack! Did you see that? You're a big action guy. I mean, what do you think about this?
I will never miss the premiere for Saga.
No, it isn't possible.
What's not possible? He's fantastic. This is his best performance ever.
But that was you. You were in that movie.
So all around, easily what I think could be one of his best performances, and it started to demonstrate, in my opinion, what was really his comedic timing, because Arnold is a funny guy. Honestly, he really is funny. And I really hope that I would have been allowed to say that he was funny for the next movie, but his character wasn't supposed to be. Now, what I consider to be his worst work is Batman and Robin. Oh man. Oh man, I mean everyone saw this coming. The Mr. Freeze, man. The puns, the overacting, the blue, the ridiculous makeup. I remember there was a scene where there was a jingle playing on the television screen, and it's just Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger, standing there with his, like, sleeping slippers shaped like polar bears dancing. I'm like, what?
I'm Mr. Icicle. I'm Mr. Ten Below. Ding, ding! Call me Snow Miser. Whatever I touch turns.
So, I don't know. I don't know what possessed him to take this role. Now, specifically when it comes to this movie, I heard that a lot of people kind of checked out, like George Clooney. When they saw the direction that they were going in with it, they just phoned it in. Everyone, they just didn't care anymore because they didn't. It's a Batman movie, of the 90s. So, I'm just gonna throw up a couple of clips and let this thing explain itself.
The Iceman cometh. I'm afraid their bad condition has left me cold. To you please of mercy. Everything freezes. You are not sending me to the cooler. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Stay cool, bird boy. Can you be cold, Batman? My passion, thoughts for my pride alone. All right, everyone. Chill. Chill. It doesn't work on a cold-hearted. Cold party. It's a cold town. Allow me to break the ice. My name is Freeze. Learn it well, for it's the chilling sound of your doom.
And there you have it. So, by far his worst performance, and I'm sure one today that he regrets. The one fun fact I think I know about this movie is while he was filming his scenes for this movie, he was actually in the process of getting some kind of heart surgery, and his character was supposed to have a scene where he dies. Obviously, he's the bad guy, or go to jail, or get hurt or something. And I remember the director told him, well, you're in the hospital and your heart's cut open and you're in pain right now, and like, can we use that? Like, can you bring this pain on screen? So yeah, it's fucked up, but he went through that. So now, having gone through his best and his worst, what I really hope is a surprise to some people is a 2015 movie called Maggie. Now, Maggie is one of his lesser known movies in my opinion. I don't think many people know about this one. And this came out around, I think, 2 years earlier than another movie called Aftermath, which was another great Schwarzenegger movie, and they're both non-action movies. Like, Stallone plays just a regular. Actually, it's funny because in both movies he's just a family man. He's a father who's losing his family. And not in the collateral damage sense, in life sense. Now, Maggie is a little specific because it's a zombie movie, so it's not exactly life. But it's a circumstance of a situation. So his daughter gets infected with the infection that's overrun the earth, and it's the story of the father trying to come to terms with his daughter is going to turn. And there's a small hint of a cure. There's also hints that he might have to kill her. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on the outside of the movie and how far he would go to protect his family. And honestly, truly one of his best performances. Really demonstrated his acting chops in this one. After all the years of wrapping the ammo belt around his wrist and unleashing hell. This one really, in my opinion, demonstrated his acting chops, and is a must see if you want to see Arnold in a different light, if you want to see him in a more serious role, not an action role. What's funny is that you can have a kill count on all of his movies, and there's some exceptions to it, like Twins and that kind of stuff. He doesn't kill anybody in that, but like all of his movies has like an element of danger or violence in it. Obviously, Maggie has a little bit of violence in it. It's a zombie apocalypse. The kill count for this movie, I think, is like 3, and it's not violent. It's not violent at all. It's actually terrifying in the sense that you have to watch someone you love turn and you don't know what to do, you know? So fantastic character piece, and I think everybody should check it out. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for checking out the video again. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and let me know what your list is, please. And if you like the video, please go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if ever you want to see more. And also, I would appreciate it if you guys want to leave some suggestions on what you'd like to see next. I'm noticing that I'm starting to get a couple of views. I finally hit the triple digits. YouTube, send me the contract. And so I want to see if I can get my viewers involved. So if you have any actors you want to suggest that you want me to go through the list and see what I think and what I've seen, could be their best, worst, and most underrated, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Thank you again for watching.